Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Mazatlan here in Mexico. Yesterday I was filming a video where I walked down the Malecon that you can see there in the background, and I was shooting some Fuji C200. And I told you that maybe today, and if it goes well, then the next day I might do the same with a different film stock. And so that's the plan for today. Again, I will use the Leica M6 with the 35mm Voigtländer lens. And today I'm going to shoot another film, also a cheap film. Yesterday I was shooting Fuji C200. So in case you haven't watched the video, go and watch it. And today I'm going to shoot a cheap film from, or a rather affordable film, because film is not that cheap anymore, from Kodak, and that is Kodak Gold 200. It's a really nice film stock. There's people that love it and other people don't like it at all. I really like the film stock, so that's what I'm going to do. About the settings, how I'm rating the film stuff, I will talk to you about later. So I would say, without further ado, Mazatlan M6 Gold 200, let's go. Developing and scanning was kindly provided by Carmen Sita Film Lab. If you want to check them out, the link will be in the description box down below. In the last episode I shot some Fuji C200. In case you've seen that, maybe let me know if you can spot any differences between these two film stocks. One thing that is very apparent, there's less people than yesterday, but that makes totally sense because yesterday was Sunday, today is Monday, and there's less people on the beach on Monday, and a lot of people probably traveled back home yesterday or today, so totally makes sense. So expect more minimalistic shots than yesterday, but it's still good fun nevertheless. 117, 1000. Shadow.
¿Cómo? ¿Te van a tomando fotos de todo uno mismo?
Last year it was pretty much impossible to get Gold 200 here where I live. Usually you could go to any drugstore and pick up a 3-pack for €8, but they were out of stock for almost the entire year. Now they are available again, but the price increased to €10, which is still pretty good for 3 rolls of 36 exposures each. Usually a single roll retails here for €6 to €7. Even though it was less busy than the day before, there was still enough going on, and it wasn't a problem to find good scenes or interesting characters to shoot. Alright guys, I was too busy shooting, so I almost forgot to give you the settings. I was shooting mostly at 1/50th of a second at 5.6, but later on I dropped down to 1/25th, still 5.6, and in the end I just opened up the aperture a little further. Oh my god, it wasn't as crazy as yesterday, because yesterday it was just nuts, but it was so much fun. So I was a little worried maybe today there's not much going on, so it's not much to shoot, but in the end turned out it was also pretty good actually, and I think I got some cool shots. So yeah man, if you ever have the chance to come to Mazatlan shooting here, it's amazing. It's just so much fun. And don't let people tell you, oh, it's too dangerous or whatever. Even though it's Sinaloa and the cartels and whatever, it's pretty safe here. So far I'm here since almost a week, and it's incredible. I mean, this is one of the best places I've been so far in Mexico. It's really, really nice. So, alright guys, now I'm going back. By the way, if you're wondering, because yesterday I got my shoes wet, they dried up until today. So yeah, that was pretty stupid, but in the end, it was just fine. Alright guys. Alright guys, that's it for the shooting part of the video. Before we check out these awesome prints over here, please also check out one of my, or both of my street photography zines. This one shot with the X-Pan and a bunch of different films all over the world. And this one shot with the Leica M6 in Egypt on 200T, so a tungsten-based film, which looks pretty awesome. Alright guys, let's check out the prints, and as always you can win one of those. The only thing you need to do is leave a comment below this video in the first 24 hours this episode goes live, and you can pick whatever photo you want from this episode, and I will have a really awesome looking fine art print sent to you for free worldwide. Alright guys, let's do it. Alright guys, here are the images, my favorite images from this episode, and this is the first one. Might be not so obvious why I took it, and it's because the guy, and there's a pigeon. I don't know if you have seen it in the episode that there's a pigeon, but that's pretty much the reason I took the photo. Yeah, I think overall I like this one. What I've noticed is that the colors in here, they look a little more bluish compared to the C200. I don't know if that's a characteristic of the film, or I'm not sure about that, but I think you can spot that there's a slight difference between the films, the C200 and the Gold 200. Okay, the next shot. I picked this one because, I don't know, even though his face is obscured by the mask, still he has a strong facial expression and his eyes are lit up by the sun, and I think that looks pretty cool. In this case, I waited for him to turn around to take the shot, and I'm pretty sure some of you almost freaked out a little bit, because I know a lot of people, they have issues with just waiting or getting caught taking a photo. But in this case, I didn't care at all, and nothing bad happened. So maybe next time if you go out, give it a try. Alright, next one. Like I've mentioned in the episode, there was way less going on than the day before. And so I was more after maybe some minimalistic shots, taking advantage of a beach that is less crowded. And this is one photo I came up with. I'm quite happy with this one, with the three guys playing football or soccer, and the ball that is airborne, and in the background you can see the islands over there. So I think this overall looks pretty well. All right, the next one, and in this case there's people playing volleyball. I think they were playing volleyball, and yeah, I mean, when I saw the scene, I thought maybe it's cool just to take a photo of their shadows casting onto this wall here, and I think I missed a moment because he was giving out some hand signs, and you could clearly see it here on the wall. But the moment I arrived and wanted to take the shot, yeah, it was pretty much gone, which is unfortunate. I think it still works, but before that, it would have been way better, I guess. All right, and here's the last shot from the episode, and I think that's my favorite one, and you probably can guess why. It's because of the shadow casted onto the wall. It's interesting because I don't know what this is. It's a pizza, maybe. I don't know what it is exactly. It's not a bag. I think it's a pizza box or something, whatever. So, but the cool thing is, if you look at him, you almost cannot see it because it's so bright. But you can clearly see it on the wall, the shadow that is casted by this box here. So I think that makes it interesting because the first time you will see it, it's on the wall, and then you will look for it. Then you might spot it because it's, like I said, it's very bright and it's almost looking like the wall itself. So I think that overall makes it my favorite image from this episode. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. So what do I think about the Gold 200? I think if you have really nice lighting, it looks really good. It's a really nice film. Compared to the last episode where I shot the C200, I think overall I prefer the C200. But then if you see how much it is, Gold 200 is half the price. So I think in the future I might shoot more Gold 200 instead of C200 just because it's so much cheaper. Unless you're in Mexico, maybe there the price difference is not that big, so I would probably stick with a C200. So if you have any experience with maybe both of those films, or if you have seen any differences, just let me know in the comments down below. And as always, guys, if you like this video, give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we will see each other very soon in the next one. Until then, auf Wiedersehen.